Hey you guys, it's time. So I've got my Superman t-shirt on today and come on, let's end it. Let's stop the rot. Okay, so I have the black pieces, we're playing the Scandinavian. Okay, now in this game, I'm going to focus on solidity. We had a really good session on Chess Bootcamp Live last night that James did. Okay, this is good. This is the Icelandic gambit, or the palm gambit. Yeah, James did a session for the intermediate group last night, which is really good, and that's going to be up on the members area very shortly. And where he really, stressed that his approach to chess is really very much about not making mistakes, about having a solid position and to allow your opponent to screw up. So this is what we're going to try and do today. Okay, so we're going to take it nice and easy. Plenty of time. Still got 15 minutes on the clock, right? This pawn does not hang. I think the classic move here is Queen e7, and then you can take the pawn because it comes with discovered check, right? Alternative is to develop the bishop first, but I think this is the move, actually. I think it's the most principled. And even if the bishop blocks the discovery, you can still take the pawn. Like this. Okay, my opponent is rated 1301. Now, I used to eat 1301s for breakfast. But, ooh. What the hey? Did I just massively screw up? What can be done here? Bishop blocks, queen takes, then targets b7. Oh my word. No, I have b5, right? b5 hits the queen. Knight takes, bishop takes. I think knight's going to take one way or the other. No, it doesn't. Oh, no, I can't take that. Damn. Whew. All right, chill, relax. It's all good. Now, c6 hits the knight. So let's assuming knight takes. c6 hits the knight. Queen can take there, but then I can win the knight back. And we're not too unhappy, although my pawns are now perforated on the queen side. Well, I think knight takes is compulsory, right? Isn't it? Maybe not, I don't know. Isn't it a free pawn though? Knight takes. c6 is an option. Okay, c6 is defended. He can't play knight there because he drops c6. Attacks the knight, queen takes, I take the knight, queen takes this with check again, I have to block. I'm going to be down 2 pawns at the end of all this, but I'm not in check now. Okay, my bishop is under threat, so I actually have this option as well. Bishop takes, queen takes bishop, block, or even block with the knight. That doesn't lose a pawn. This loses a pawn, yeah? I attack the knight, takes, and I'm in check and I've lost my c-pawn. At least this way I don't lose my c-pawn. Are there any other options here? I can't just retreat the bishop because he's got knight takes with double check and a fork on the rook, and that just loses, yeah? So I think I have to take the knight. Oh, then he's got bishop. No, he hasn't got bishop takes. It's pinned. That's fortunate. Okay. Takes, and then if queen takes, c6. Hits the queen. I'm still down a pawn. Right, so I'm thinking, I'm in check. I've got a couple of options. I've got this. Then we may trade queens, and I have a small development lead, but a bad pawn structure. This hits the queen Queen can't go there because my queen takes, can't go there, can't stay where she is. I think that's preferable. Plus, it defends this square against this bishop coming there at any point in time. So, can't go there. No, 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 no. So, how many squares does the queen have? 4, which are these 4. Okay. Right, the queen retreats, maintaining the pin on the pawn. This bishop is also pinned. So the knight, he's going to struggle to castle quickly, because if whatever he does with his knight, he can't immediately castle because the bishop is actually hanging. I think I need to develop my bishop as soon as I can and get castled. So the question is, I've got 2 routes, right? 1, move the queen, move the bishop. 2, fianchetto the bishop on g7. Looking down there, I'm going for the fianchetto route. This may move the queen somewhere like that and then castle. Relatively solid. Right, I have this pawn is a weakness. It's a big weakness. What? That just hangs. It's defended by the bishop, but the bishop's pinned. Yeah. Surely it just hangs. And where's his king safety? What on earth? I'm sure that's a blunder. Right, I'm having it. I'm having it, because you're pinned, mate. You can't do nothing. You are iced. Ah! What the huh? Okay, well, okay, knuckle down. That was just dumb as a bag of hammers. Oh my lord. I don't deserve to be 1337 at that rate. What are you doing? Okay, that is now forced. Okay, game on. You got me angry now. What? No, I've got myself angry. I cannot blame my opponent for that. Got food on the keyboard as well. Right. Rook out reinstates the pin on the bishop, right? He can't castle. So, in my defense, Oh, what? Oh, no. He wants to take this. If I push and he takes that pawn, I think his knight is trappable. That's a thought. Yeah, if he goes here, he can't retreat to there. He can't go there, I just need to cover that square. Oh, it's covered. If he goes there, he can't escape. Ha-ha! Ha! Okay, come on your toes, auntie. Let's do this. I want to hide my king in the corner, yeah? It's the sanity check. It's... Go here, he's got... Oh... No, his bishop's still going to be pinned. It's not over till it's over. Okay, now the bishop's hanging because he's castled. So what's he going to do? He's going to put it there now and tie my king down. Yes, he is. Okay, develop the knight, connect the rooks. Simple stuff. No. Okay. Many games have been lost from +3 materials. Right, this bishop is currently poor. I'm inclined to push f5 because I don't have a light squared bishop. I'm going to push that. The knight is now the only defender of this pawn. Okay, everything else is defended apart from that bishop, the knight. Yeah, that's defended once. That's defended once. Defended once. No, it's not. Twice. Okay, come on. Knight's the only defender of that. Rooks are in a forkable arrangement. Knight here doesn't look that great. Knight. Well, let's cause trouble. I'll lose 9 points if I lose this. That takes me to 1328. Okay. Now, you see, the bishop and knight in that arrangement, the bishop's covering all my forward squares. So my knight's going to have to do something different. Okay, he really wants to keep his bishop on this diagonal, doesn't he? So he wants to drop it down there. My knight's going to have to pivot round now. Yep. I'd like to hit that pawn. From here it's 4 jumps. So maybe that, something like that. No. I've got this as well, hits the bishop, that'll probably force it back into the corner. Just stupid blunders. Don't do stupid blunders. I mean, I'm there for like 10 seconds going, it's hanging, surely it's hanging, right? And it was defended by a pink queen. Harassment. Knight, knight. Oh, you're joking me. You are having a laugh. Now he's going to put his rook here. Ah, well. Right, I'm going to rematch this figure. Okay, I'm going to resign and I'm going to offer him a rematch. Because we are better than this. Yes, right. I literally haven't won a game now in 5 games. Let's go Vienna. I need a win. Vienna gambit. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Push. Knight either has to retreat, the only other move is queen here, which is actually inaccurate, because I do the same, and the knight still has to retreat. Then the queen is in range of my knight. Just chasing that win. And on Lichess, I'm like 1830. Okay, he has to retreat. I have to put my knight here to defend against this. d4 is coming, bishop takes, pawn is coming. Now I think this is a mistake, because I think knight d5 hitteth the queen, and then whatever the queen does, I have e takes d6, discovered check, and my opponent bursts into tears. One of the most satisfying lines in the Vienna gambit. And it's so natural, you know, pushing d6. But this knight, see, bring this knight out early, love it. And this is such a signature move in this opening. Doesn't matter what the queen does now, I think he's screwed. Can we taste? Now pawn takes here, comes with check. He can block with the bishop or whatever he wants to try. If he blocks a bishop or knight there, I can take it with the pawn if I want. Or I can take that and hit the queen, you know? Now surely knight takes there with check, yeah? And the king has to go here. Bishop's pinned. What about pawn takes, hitting the queen? Which is best? Pawn takes, queen goes here. Pawn takes... it's just horrible, isn't it? Push, knight takes, that doesn't work. Knight takes with check, winning the rook. What? Knight takes with check, king goes here. Oh, it's all just tempting, isn't it, really? If I manage to lose this game, I believe I should resign from chess entirely. Knight here comes with check. The king can take pawn, but then this. Then king can take either knight. That doesn't really work. I think grabbing the rook makes sense, but let's... What about this? He can block with the knight if he wants. Block with the knight or king there. Queen here. Knight blocks. This pawn still hang. Well, in fact, he's got quick king takes there as well. I don't know. What do you think? I just really want to finish this bugger off in style. Got 14 minutes. Check. No, let's keep it simple. I'm just going to grab the rook. Right, solidity. Solidity. I'm channeling James now. And it's going, like, you know, the Chess Bootcamp Live thing is going fantastic. I'm really, really enjoying my sessions, and I'm really enjoying sitting in on everyone else's sessions as well. You know, we're trying out a few different things this month. You can still join at the discounted rate if you want to. So you type in CBC friend, and you get it. Let's go to chessbootcamp.club. Use the code CBC friend, all in caps, and then you can sign up for $39 a month instead of $49 a month. Right, he's grabbed my bish, my pawn. Okay. Right, I'm up a rook. My opponent has a very dodgy king. Kind of inclined to go in with check and threaten stuff. If he trades off his bishop, happy days. Also like to protect my own knight if possible. Or I go queen here and then check, and his bishop's pinned. What else we got? Can't go there because queen takes. Could just push the pawn up. I think pushing the pawn up looks principled. I'm just checking my queen is safe. He's not got this. He could do that if he wanted to, but he just gets kicked back. And of course it allows my knight in there. Maximum evil. I've got a check there, which I actually had before as well, but he's still got knight blocks, but then I can take that. Okay, check, bishop takes, queen takes, nice, check, runs away, okay, queen here, if he runs away I'll take this pawn, if the knight blocks I'll take that pawn. I'm going that way. And I might then be able to extricate my knight as well, which is cool. Oh! Right. I can't go there, 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 or there. So the queen, she's constrained. Go there, he's got pawn takes or queen takes. I go here, bishop takes it, knight in first. Thinking castles. Bishop out here. Yeah, bishop takes and queen takes, that's not an option for him. But I'm threatening. I'd like to castle one way. So these bishops are actually quite strong right now and quite flexible, so I want to eliminate some issues around there. If I take and pawn takes, yeah, he's actually improved his pawn slightly. Okay, discovery risk, so let's castle out of trouble, or let's castle out of trouble. Yeah, he doesn't have any checks, he's alright. I'd love to capture that pawn. So maybe knight in now. Okay, oof. Right, I think I have to drop back to here, yeah? I think it's kind of forced. Got this idea as well, with the discovery of my own. I really want to be able to take that. If I take and rook takes, or here is worse because then I've got a new pin, right? And I'm threatening to take with double check and discovery. That's probably checkmate actually. So I think he now has to initiate the capture, in which case he gets this with check, and then the king. No, he could block it with the bishop, but then I just remove the bishop and swap everything off. And get this, which I really, really want. I'll tell you what I want. I want f4, that's what I want. I can taste the fear. My opponent is sweating. All right, now, that was a decent move. So he's got out of the pin. Knight here comes with check. I like it. This he can block with the knight. But then I take, hang on, this knight blocks. No. Push pawn, hit bish. Check, king runs away off into the corner. We do not want this. He's got 3 defenders of that square right now. Check here with the bish. Right, I want f4 really badly. Oh, there's something here. What am I missing? Do I just simplify? Is that the right thing to do? Open up the position, right? I need to remove, he's got junk in front of his king. I just need to remove the junk. What if push? What if d5? His bishop has to move, right? And go here, or here, or here. So let's say bishop goes here, maybe targeting that pawn. There's nothing really. Bishop there, then check. Oh yes, okay. Right, so bishop's going to move. It's not going to go there, is he? All right, so bishop's going to move. Then I can throw in this, and my pawn is now covering that square on c6. So knight blocks is no longer an option. Right, bishop moves. Then I can get a rook onto the open file, maybe, if the king vacates. So I've got this. Knight blocks isn't an option because I just take with check, yeah? This, king runs away, bishop's gone, I do this, king hides, I trade off rookage. It's got to be good. But my opponent is literally hanging on by his fingernails right now. I'm just struggling to find the coup de grace. I think in terms of pain inflicted, we're kind of quits. Because I've managed to inflict a lot of pain onto him in this game, and I managed to inflict a lot of pain onto myself in the previous one. But we never start celebrating until we shake hands. Okay, he's done that, and now this. And the sharks are starting to circle. If king here... No, I've got... I think if king moves up... get in! I won my first game! Pop the champagne! Rematch, come on. Come on. Let's see. Let's see. I've scraped back... Oh, come on. Right. I feel like doing something different. I'm going French. Okay. My first win in Rapid for well, at least 4 or 5 games. Okay, so an early advance. So now he can't play d4 because I can take it outright. He'd have to push c3 first, yeah? In order to prepare d4. I want to bring my knight out and start targeting this pawn. Could I even do that? I don't know. And block with the knight. If he takes a recapture with the pawn. Build up my centre. Recapture with the pawn. And this actually improves my bishop too. Very often in the French defence, your light square bishop is poor as a church mouse. But now, it has options. It could be a bishop of evil. Right, it's defended once. Should I push it there now? I mean, it's undefended there. I need to develop. Have a check. There, drop back, target b2. Knight, knight. Bishop f6. I should be targeting this pawn, I believe. Okay, develop knight. I like my centre. Look at these 4 pawns. Okay. Right, so I'm going to do this move because the bishop's vacated his starting square. That means there's an undefended pawn. And if you want to take the knight, you're welcome. I have the bishop pair against 2 knights. Therefore, I suggest we want to open up the board. We want to remove stuff. We want to clear lines, because bishops love clear lines. Knights like fighting in the jungle. That's a thought. Pins this pawn, but he'll probably just castle. Okay. Also, he's got weak dark squares here. Now I can't hit this pawn with my bishop from the front. That's a problem. Again, my light square bishop is bad, so I think I have to put it here. Pawn is still effectively pinned, but now on the rook. So if there takes, oop, rook d8 and castles. Also, Can I stop that knight coming out somehow? Is that a move? I don't know. Kind of like this idea, and then maybe put my bishop there at some point. So I'm going to play rook d8, I think, first. I don't have to castle. If I don't, you see, I've got Harry ideas. Harry carry. Harry h4 defended. Knight is the only defender of this. I'd like to put an attacker on it. I'm kind of liking this idea still. You have to think what happens if he just pushes. So I want to open lines up. I want this bishop on this diagonal. Okay, so I'm thinking that means c5. I really want to slice down the board with my amazing, beautiful bishops. Here, because he's got 2 pawns, he can't advance both of them, right? If I go there, we might just trade off. If he advances 1, I take there. If I push this and then push the pawn, nah, that doesn't work. Oh, okay, right, something just happened. And what happened is that the rook has undefended that pawn, leaving the king as the only defender of that pawn. So now, this, and he pushes. Or do I castle now? Don't feel the need right now. I'm going to push this. I'm going to bring it in the middle of the board. Yeah, thought you might. Open lines. Open lines! Oh! Oh! Hello. Hello. Attacks the rook. Will he push a pawn? He might do. 2 defenders. This he'll probably push c3. Then I retreat and... No, it's defended by the queen then. Okay, come on. This is the move. Pawn break, attacking the centre, trying to open up this mad diagonal of doom. If he takes, it's not good. Now if I take, pawn takes, bishop here, he hasn't got a pawn to block with. But I need to open up those lines. It's not rocket science. He also had knight takes there, but then undefends that. Now bishop here, he's got a stupid isolated pawn there, right? Bishop there, madly improved. Rook can't go there, there. He's either there he gets taken. So the rook is going to have to come out into the board. Yeah? Is that good or bad? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. Bishop here, rook there. I don't know. Do I need to bring another rook into the game? Do I need to castle, get busy with a c-file? Knight's busy doing that. That's slightly undefended. If I attack it again, he can defend with that or that or that. So if I were to do that, it double defends that. But, I mean, does bishop there just make general sense anyway? Does his knight want to advance up the board? Not really. Unlikely. Or should I just... Let's play principle. Castle. Control the open file. Right. Come on, James. I can hear James's voice. Just keep it simple. I've got, rook b8, target this. He might bring a knight out. I can do that. I have bishops. Long range, high speed, fighting machines, my snipers. He's got donkeys. I could eliminate that. Then rook takes and I can't win the pawn. The middle of the board is slightly blocked up. I've got a 5 and a solo 1. His knight can't go there or there. What's his knight even doing? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to bring my rooks over now. I'm not convinced. I don't know what he's doing with that move at all. I've got this idea. Rook comes to there. Oh, he's done it anyway, look. No great surprise. It was a reasonable move. So he's defending this pawn a second time, yes. Haven't got that. This is generally sensible, but also is centralised the rook. My bishop is keeping the knight away, that's fine. This knight's got nothing. So it feels like it's like a battle of wits now. I just need to hold my nerve. I won again. La 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 la. That's defended twice. Yeah, I thought as much. That knight was going nowhere, wasn't it? Okay, he's actually blocked the queen's defense of that, so... What does that tell us? Not a lot. He's always got this, and even like that as well, to defend the pawn with a knight and stuff like that. So, not sure that going after this pawn is going to be fruitful, unless I can... Okay, I'm going to go here, and just attack the knight, which is only defended once, yeah? This is a manoeuvring, positional kind of game. My opponent is rated 1302 after 1 win and 1 loss. He's gone up 1 point. Have I just blundered my bishop? Kind of. It's not strictly a blunder. Now we trade. Now if here he can drop knight or rook, it's important to prevent back ranks if you can put 2 pieces on the same square. Okay, now he's up a pawn. And now it's critical to chill. Okay, we're going into an endgame where I have a bishop, he has a knight. Now I have a check, which he must block. Then if I take, his knight moves and I can put my bishop like here. I think that's kind of important. And then I might be able to grab this. But also I need to avoid back rank mates of my own. So, my bishop's under attack. If I go there, say knight blocks, he just pins his knight. This is probably the move, actually. There, then I check, he blocks, I take, I win a piece, yeah? I think I win a piece. So he might need to create his own escape square, because this now, he blocks with the rook, I just take. He loses a whole piece, whatever happens, yeah? So he's got to find a different response, so then if I give check, he just steps away and out of check. I would also I'd love to capture that pawn with my bishop and fork both rooks. because they're on dark squares. When your opponent only has one bishop, you want to put your pieces on the opposite colour square. Pawns, depends. Sometimes you can put them on the same square, same colour, to restrict the bishop, or put them on the opposite colour to hide them from the bishop. He's also got this idea, but then I have that hitting the rook, threatening this maybe, but the knight is still defending okay. Now this comes with a discovered attack on that, but then also that. So I'm going to push a pawn, takes that square away from the knight. It means that I now have an escape. So now if, for example, this hits rook, okay? What's he gonna do? Rook takes, loses rook. Rook runs away, he loses pawn. Bishop's double defended. Double up the rooks on the 7th rank, always nice. This knight is the only defender of that. Okay, KK. Alrighty. Haha. I'd love to take that. Can I with this idea? Take, takes, takes. So I'm playing somebody rated 1302 and we are just up to our neck in tactics. Defending the pawn. Now his rooks are both on light squares. My bishop's kind of slightly stuck. I want to shift this knight. I think I need to move this rook to give my bishop some scope. 2 attackers. What about this? No, knight takes. Okay. What about this? Well, this. Takes, takes. No. I've got to eliminate this pawn somehow, eventually. That. I've got 3 attackers, eh? No, my rook's the only defender of that bishop. We've been through this. We don't go around blundering pieces. Right. I'm dropping back. Gonna let him make the next mistake. What else can I do with my bishop? Anything around here? Not really. I'm a pawn behind. Rook's the only defender of that. This is important. The bishop really needs to move. There blocks the pawn. A rook here would then harass the bishop potentially. But I think... Oh. That feels like quite a significant move. This... I'll attack 2 defenders. Move my bishop, my rook back up here. Don't know. Feel like I need a rook on the open file. He can't put his rook there. That's good news, actually. The bishop's preventing him getting on the open file. I'll put my rook back there. He can't play that. So he can't go there, he can't go there. I'm still attacking this pawn. His rook can't move. This rook is actually now frozen. You are frozen out of the game. Okay. Again, my bishop can't do much. I mean, my bishop could go there. That's a thought. Look at that. Rook can't take it. Rook can't do anything. Knight can't attack it. It's on the wrong colour. If I put my bishop there and rook here, it doesn't really achieve anything. Okay. This pawn's now pinned. Just a gentle squeeze. I like the fact that this rook is out of action. I'm happy about that. And it's got to defend this. So that rook is now tied up. This pawn is also pinned. He's got 2 attackers, 2 defenders on there. So in fact, it's like all his pieces are actually stuck. Right? 'Cause anything moves, something falls. So now all he's got left, he can't move these pawns because they're all tied up, right? It's like everything's frozen apart from 1, 2. Oh, that's frozen, right? All he's got is these 2 pawns. And a king. So I'm going to move my king. Okay. Push, push, and he's getting stuck. Takes, knight takes. So then I get the pawn though. So I'm giving up a pawn, but at least we are opening up the board, right? And I need to let my bishop run free. My bishop right now is stuck. It can go there, but why? Goes there, gets taken. Goes there, it gets taken. Attack twice on both squares. So I feel like yeah. Okay, so this isn't bad. Now my king now cannot advance, but I'm going to drop my rook back to the 7th rank. It means I'm only attacking that once now. But that's still pinned, and all of his pawns are now stuck, right? This is important. All of his pawns are stuck. This is tight. But these are the kind of games that I need to learn to win. Alright. Can't go there, I'd like to. Okay, let's move the... Or should I do... No, not that, because that means my knight's then stuck. My rook's stuck there. There. Takes en passant, king takes. Not really necessary. If I move my bishop, he can get his rook onto the A file. But right now my rook is stuck with the defense of the bishop. But this is still an idea. Maybe I just put my rook back. I don't know. I'm running out of plans. Reinstated 2 attackers on here. And maybe... No, I can't do this idea. I wanted to do that idea. This. But then my rook can't come off the 2nd rank because I defend the bishop. This is super convoluted. It's a long ass game as well. That second Vienna gambit game, that was a hoot and a holler. Okay, his pawn's pinned again. Can't go there, just loses it. Here, trade off. But it opens things up. Oh no, here, yeah. If he takes my bishop, he loses his rook. So here, takes. I've got to do something to open up the board. Yeah, just got to try something. Have I lost my nerve? We shall see. Rook takes, bishop recaptures. His knight is going to struggle to get into this position, I think. He's going to have to come the long way around. Can't go there. Can't go there. These pawns are actually doing a decent job at holding the knight out. So I'm threatening his rook. He's got to do something, right? If he goes here, for example, I can take the pawn and then win the rook with a discovery. Right, so that's not on. If he goes here, he's got two attackers on my bishop. Maybe that's a blunder on my part. Yeah. Then I may actually have to kind of desperado. Or just grab the pawn, let him take the bishop. You don't know. Yeah, didn't really think that one through. So it looks like I blinked first on this one. I'll offer him a draw. Oh no, he's traded. Well, I think I got off lightly there. Okay, attacking this once. Rook cannot get on any of these squares. Rook is still also tied to the defense of that pawn. And that pawn. So this rook's going nowhere. So can kingy now come in and cause havoc? No, because I can't go there or there. My king can't get through any of this position. So I'm going to have to do something. Now, f6 takes, and still my king can't get through because of these two pawns here, right? I'd love to get my king there. His knight simply cannot progress. There are probably 4 straw options. King there, I've got check. His king can't go there. If I check him, he has to retreat. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Now my king covers that. Well, maybe I should put my king here. Oh, hang on. I wasn't paying attention there, was I? Okay, I might need to drop my rook back, and at least the king can't go here. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Undefends that slightly. Okay, back comes the rook to a light-coloured square. It's not in the way of the bishop. Right, so his idea is probably he's going to try and force Barry through somehow. My bishop might come round here and attack this pawn. Looks really convoluted, but I don't know. King can't go here. King goes here, I've got a check, and shuts him out. I mean, in fact, bishop there is quite a nice space for the bish. He's got undefended pawns here and here. Takes there. Get my rook. My rook can get behind his lines. That's one thing. I'm going to go there, shut out the king, and for his knight now to attack he's got to go here, here. But if he goes here, got rook c7 pins it. Get my king there. I want my king to do this job of shutting everything out. But then he's got rook there. No, he hasn't got rook there. He's got... Okay. Discover defense by the rook. Alrighty. Okay. You take my pawn, I take yours. You push your pawn, I go here and attack this one. So that h-pawn could be actually quite dangerous, because I've got no diagonal to defend with my bishop. I'd have to drop my rook back. Okay. I think my king has to defend f7 now. Maybe opportunity to... Oh. Right, king's the only defender of that. So king might go here. It's so sharp and tactical now. I'm actually up on the clock slightly, but we know that does not mean much. Pawn hangs. Pawn's under attack, defended only by the king. Bad knight. If he comes here, I've got king there. I drop my rook back. Now, his rook is now really running out of squares. Okay. Takes. Threatening to take here, hit the rook, and cover the promotion square. He's still a pawn up. But if bishop gets to take there, if pushes I can take... Whoa, crikey. Blimey O'Reilly. But things are going all right because I have this bishop. Oh, that was decent. That was decent. Maybe what I should have done here is take that pawn instead and cover the promotion square. One, 2. Okay. Right, change my mind. Oh, now he takes this and I can't take the pawn. Curse you! Right, but I get my rook on the back rank. Okay, rook here. How about that as well? Not far off trapping that rook. Yeah, and this knight's looking stupid, isn't it, over there? That knight might even have started on that square. Oh, we have a laugh. Right, okay. Come back here, I think. Yep. See, the bishop can still do the same job from a1 of guarding h8. That's the beauty of bishops. Okay. Now here, and you can't defend the pawn, eh? You go there, bishop takes, and I hit your rook. This is the beauty of having long-range, high-speed pieces. Right, now we have a standoff. So where can't the rook go? The rook can't go there. King can't go there. King can't really proceed. Okay. Is this the move? Is it this? I think it might be. Rook can't go there. I go here, I win the pawn. I'm currently 2 pawns down. I love chess, but it winds me up sometimes. Every game is unique, almost. We've pushed that pawn as well. Takes a space away from the knight. Not really required though. See, even if he queens here, right, I can just take. If he queens here, I can take back. I just win the pawns. So how about this idea? I can't give up my rook though. I can't trade rooks. If I trade rooks, I think my king... I'm not going to be able to stop this, you see. I need my rook on that back rank. So I might have to wriggle my bishop around. My bishop's not really doing anything after this move, so something like here, hit that. Try and open up this diagonal pointing at that promotion square. Could the clock play a part? I'm not worried about this. I mean, this pawn can go all the way. I don't mind. I want that. Now, what about king there? And the rook has to undefend the pawn, I think, yeah? You can't go there, can't go there, yeah. Oh no, I'm not, I can't take the rook. Oh. Rook can't go there or there or there. So actually my king is kind of free. I go here, he goes there, I go here, he can't promote. So the king... But you see, while he's got this arrangement, my king can't get through. It's too solid. But if my king goes away, are we worried about this? Not really. I'm going to come after this pawn. Oh no! Was my bishop trapped? I think it is. Can't go there, can't go there, because rook takes. King, king, knight, knight, rook, there. I have to take that. And in fact, I can't get my king away from here. Hang on, here. I have to take with the king. He's going to put his rook back there, eh? Oh, it's hairy. Now I can't do this because he takes, and then I can't stop the pawn. And likewise there, so I literally can't move. I think he's got me. I think he's got me, and I think it's very well earned, because this has been a proper arm wrestle. But at least I broke my duck. Okay, he wants to go here and defend that. Not much we can do now. Other than pray. He's dug deep though. Fair play to him. Just goes to show what difference, you know, the odd pawn can make. But it's a beautiful game. And there has been a capture on move 58, so yeah, there's going to be more. There. Can he get his knight to this square? He can. No, because I take it, but then... You see, my king's actually got to be here. Because if this pawn promotes, I recapture. My king isn't there, I lose. Because we have to trade rooks. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. The knight moves, I can come and hit the rook. And I can't go there because of the knight. That's my problem. This is problem. Okay, I think he's won it, you know. He's won it fair and square. Because I can't go to this square or this square and cover h8. And I think we should give him the satisfaction of earning the checkmate. But we will see if a stalemate is at all possible. If he takes there may be a stalemate actually. No, he's got that. Where can I get? Can't go there. Currently I can go there. No. So I want to cut off this square for myself. There, that's check. I come here. He queens. I have two squares. I give check. Now I have one square. If he takes that and queens, I think it's stalemate. But that really is just... Yes! That is... yeah, I've lost a rating point. I don't care. I've gone down 2 points in these 3 games, but that was as satisfying as any checkmate I've ever done. That was beautiful. All right, and I am spent. Okay. Soon come. It will come. I will be back. Believe me. But good. Well done. I have to GG. Good game, my friend. Well done. That was brilliant. Okay. And I'm done. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.